Let's now have a look at Pakistani EFL classrooms and the use of literary texts. As we know, the curriculum of English in most of Pakistani institutions, as well as at various levels, primary, secondary, or tertiary level, the curriculum of English subject is full of literary texts, and most of them belong to the classical texts, which belong to 17th, 18th, or 19th century, and few texts also belong to the 20th century as well. The curriculum is also based on English literature, prose, novel, which focuses on providing the central ideas of the work. These are the various studies conducted in this regard by various Pakistani scholars. For example, one of the biggest public sector university in Pakistan, that is Punjab University, its undergraduate syllabus for English compulsory subject is full of literary texts. It includes a book of essays, a book of short stories, one-act plays, and a novel, which is The Old Man and the Sea. Besides, we also have some grammar structures and compositions included in the overall compulsory English course, but major chunk of the course relies on the literary text. In the same way, this kind of syllabus is also prevalent in other public and private sector universities. Novel, prose, and grammar and composition are the part of the syllabus for undergraduate English in most of Pakistani universities. According to Dabash and Anwar, who conducted a study on a similar topic in Pakistani context, they believe that most of the textbooks which are introduced in Pakistani English language classrooms, they are imported or are written by English authors, which are meant to be used or read by the native speakers initially. But they are being introduced to the Pakistani learners. For example, the Shakespearean tragedies, Dickens novels, and could be many other things. They are written in the background of English culture. So there might be a cultural problem for Pakistani students in understanding all these texts if these texts are not handled properly by the teachers within the classroom. We do have a serious lack of local or native materials for academic purposes and for the teaching of functional English. Therefore, we have to rely on literary texts, and those literary texts which are imported from English-speaking countries. We do also have a shortage of a literary text written in English in Pakistan. So this makes the job of Pakistani local English language teachers much difficult in many ways. And teaching and learning of English in Pakistan may also become a bit arduous job or a suspicious job in words of Dabash and Anwar. Rustam also conducted a study in 2008 and investigated learners' needs and teachers' views about learners' needs in relation to literary texts. And he proposed certain interesting things. He, generally speaking, he said that Pakistani English language learners at large need to improve their communication skills, and in this regard, literary text might be a help. But at the same time, he also emphasized on the need to introduce literature-based texts that are representative not only of the world literature, but also of Pakistani literature, Pakistani culture, so that a student may not face any cultural problem. They may not go through a cultural shock while reading certain material, or they may not waste a lot of time on understanding difficult cultural concepts which are based on foreign cultures. Therefore, he emphasized on the need to introduce local culture components in in the syllabus of English language, especially in compulsory subjects.